Books we read. Books we read.
La 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 la.
Hey guys, what's up? Thank you so much for watching Between the Pages and welcome back to today's episode. Today we're joined by Saira. She's such a big book lover and is so fun to talk to. Today she's here with a classic, Anne of Green Gables. This book is all about Anne Shirley, an orphan with a lively spirit, and her adventures in a town called Avonlea. To know more, stay tuned. Let's welcome Saira. And hey, don't forget to share this with your friends and family and subscribe for more bookish content. Hi guys, welcome back to Between the Pages. Today we're at So Sindhi, an authentic Sindhi restaurant in the heart of Mumbai. One of their popular dishes is dal pakwan, but my personal favorite is aloo tuk. And now today we're here with the one and only Saira Agarwal. Hi Saira, how are you?
Hi, I'm really good. Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm doing great. So what's up in life?
Life is going pretty good. My birthday was just like around the corner and I just got lots of new books to read.
That's
More
amazing.
worlds to explore.
That's amazing. So, tell us more about yourself.
So, I think there's one quote by Dr. Seuss which I think defines me completely. The more you read, the more things you know. The more you learn, the more places you go. That's kind of exactly what happened with me during the lockdown. I was so bored, had nothing to do, so I just picked up a book and then
All right, that's amazing. So, how did you get into reading books?
oh, okay. So first, my relatives gifted me a big box set of books, Elsa books, and then I picked one up. And then, since Elsa is my favorite character, it is still. So I just read it, and then I fell in love with books.
I see. So, what book are you here with today?
Today, I'm here with Anne of Green Gables, a classic.
So, what is this book about?
First of all, it's a beloved classic. And can I tell you one little backstory about the author?
Sure.
So, the inspiration she got for this book was she read in an article that once a couple had adopted an orphan. They wanted an orphan boy, but they were mistakenly sent with an orphan girl. So, that's how the author got the inspiration for this book.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's about this girl named Anne, and she's an orphan, so she doesn't have any parents. So and then finally luck comes her way and she's sent to Marilla and Matthew Cuthbert. And it's all about her daily misadventures from there on.
Wow. How did you get to know about this book?
Well, it's a very popular classic, and I've been lots of my friends have recommended it to me. And even in a book I read that Anne of Green Gables is my favorite. Like,
It's so great that you have friends who love books like you.
thank you.
So, what do you think makes Anne Shirley such a memorable and iconic character?
First of all, she's unique. All of the other girls in the book are very prim and proper and also British and posh. I love Anne because she's just so unique. She's very naughty for one, and I love the way she uses big words.
Could you relate with any of the characters in this book?
Yes, Anne and her big words. I love using big words at home, and yeah, Anne.
All right. Are there any specific passages or quotes from this book that stood out to you?
Well, I suppose this quote at the back, looking forward to things is half the pleasure of them.
All right. Okay. How did the author's writing style influence the story?
So, can you explain that question? Like,
Okay, so how did the author's writing style add to the story, like the charm of the author's style? Was it hard to understand? How was it? Was the flow really easy to understand?
it was a bit frilly in some places, like a bit like there was some extra words added in between. But otherwise, overall, I love the books and I learned some new words from it too.
Can you share some new words that you learned from it?
Let's see. I learned the word. I've never heard of the word abstemious.
Never heard of it
It
either.
means a dull expression. So yeah, I got that.
I see. Um, okay, what themes from this book do you think are still relevant today? Because I think this book was written like way back then.
More than a century ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm. Maybe the bit about her daily misadventures, because I find that theme a lot common in other books.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, like in real life, are there
Oh.
any themes that are still relevant today? I can share an example if you want.
Sure.
So basically, woman empowerment is
Yes.
like a lot. The pehle bhi they wanted that, and now also they want that. So something like that.
Yeah. Um. Yes, I got it. So people find geometry. People apparently found geometry hard back in the 19s. We still find geometry hard.
Mm-hmm. Do you enjoy geometry?
Not at all.
I love geometry. All right. So how did you feel about the relationships in this book, like Anne and Marilla and Anne and Diana?
I found them so it was really each relationship was like a different story. All of them were they were strong, which is the most important thing.
And what is one favorite thing about this book?
That's really hard because I loved every single thing. But the one passage I keep visiting again and again, I guess it's that concert.
I have never read this book, so I'm not sure.
Oh, okay, yeah. So there's a concert at the end of the book. So where it's a very extravagant concert, and yeah. So yeah, I
A big
love that.
word you used. So, besides this, what other books would you recommend to others that stood out to you?
Leave at last, because see all of the books I've read till now, they're mystery books, very fast paced, but this book which stood out to me really made me feel at the end cheering. So Leave at Last did the same. Then I love the hat makers and the map makers. It was so magical, yeah. And hmm, the Wonder Beakers. It's a story of, yeah, so I love that book. And I also love The Last Bear, The Lost Whale, and Finding Bear.
I've never heard of these books. I'm
They're
gonna go through
really,
this video
really
again
good.
and look for them now. I have a few questions about you.
Sure.
Not about books anymore, but I want to know how the journey of Instagram started for you.
Like I said, so it all started with my mom. She told me that when she was a kid, she loved books. But she didn't know what to read because nobody had ever told her what books to read and which ones are nice. So I started this profile so that my mom and I, like, we could share different book recommendations to other children, inspiring them, and so that they can make the right choice to read which book. And also because I was so bored in the lockdown, I wrote a book called The Lockdown Tales, and then we published it. And then my mom and I wanted to, like, my dad, mom, and I, we wanted to, like, advertise it. Also, we started our Instagram profile to do that, and then it eventually became book reviewing.
So tell me more about your book, the book you wrote. I want to know about it.
I wrote it when I was 7, and they're all basically tales of what happened to me during the lockdowns. Most of them I made up.
All right, that's so cool though. I always give up while I'm writing. I prefer reading.
Same though, sometimes.
Yeah. One tip that you would give to other aspiring content creators.
Let me think. Make space for the impossible to happen. always read books. If you're opening a book, you're opening a mind.
So basically, you were like, ki, I want to recommend books to others so that people know what to read. But how do those books come to you? Like, how do you find them?
So, oh yeah, so most of my friends just recommend them to me, and then some my mom finds online after good reviews of them. And sometimes, at the back of the book, there are always some more book recommendations. Those.
Oh, okay. So, that
And
was
just
very...
popular classics.
Because like I was going through your Instagram page, and trust me, there might be like a couple of books that I might have read and no other book that I've ever heard of. Okay, I read different kind of books, I guess. So, oh, I have one more question about the book. It's something I really love to know about. So, how did Anne as a character develop throughout the book, like grow?
She blossomed from a really naughty little kid to a serious grown up. Yeah.
A serious grown up.
She was still very fun loving, and I think she started to appreciate life even more. She just sobered down a little bit. That's all.
I see. So basically,
But all the while, she was just becoming nicer and nicer, I guess.
all right. So we have a ritual in this podcast where every guest writes a question for the next guest. So I have a question for you, and it's from Ansh. Yeah. So he's asking, what would you do if you were Harry Potter for one day?
If I was Harry Potter for one day, okay, let's see. I would play tricks on everyone, everybody, and I mean everybody, and I would use it to like save. So you know how many problems the world is facing right now, like war and not, and yeah, wars. Basically, I would use that power to stop it. Like I'd say to the people who are doing the wars, you stop that, you stop that. We want our children to have peace. Like,
I see. Have you read the Harry? I'm assuming you
Of
read the
course I
Harry
have.
Potter series.
Yes.
What's the best part you like about it? Because I
the
love the Harry
second
Potter.
book is my favorite. I just love the creepiness, I guess, of the second book, and I found the basilisk quite intriguing.
Yeah, it's called The Chamber of Secrets.
Yes.
Right? So one thing that's funny about it is, you know how you name your Wi-Fi a name? You give your Wi-Fi a name.
Yes.
So you're connected to this Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So our house's Wi-Fi is called Spider-Man. But okay, I named that. And then I was just like going through the Wi-Fis that we have in our building, and there's this Wi-Fi called the Chamber of Secrets. How creepy is that?
Actually.
Yes.
That person must be. I would love to meet that person.
But like the Chamber of Secrets kind of creeped me out.
I know.
All right, so it's your turn to write a question for the next guest.
Okay. So anything, just
Anything.
anything. Okay.
So is there anything you would like to ask me?
Which is your most favorite book in the whole world?
What if I asked you that, and I bet your answer would be there's no favorite book I have, and there's a lot of books you love, right?
That is true. I have a ton of favorite books. 10,
Exactly.
probably.
I'll just tell you some of my latest reads that I really
Sure.
love. I'm not sure if you've heard of them, but it's called One of Us is Lying. It's a Bayview trilogy. It was my first murder mystery.
Really, I have a murder mystery in my bag.
Yeah, so I didn't used to read it when I was young, like murder mysteries, because I was completely, like, really scared.
Same.
So I just
I
started
got
reading books
nightmares.
like that. Yeah, so One of Us is Lying series is really amazing, and I loved it. I think, have you heard of When You Trap a Tiger?
Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't hear about it either. I just went to a library and the librarian recommended it to me, and it's amazing. So you know, like how it's like I want to read a particular kind of book now, and I don't want to get into kiddish books because I'm kind of like older.
Yes.
But then I think When You Trap a Tiger is a classic. It's amazing.
Okay, I believe you.
I reviewed it, so if that review makes it more appealing to you, then you should definitely read it. And then I read Wonder. Have you heard of it?
Wonder, oh my
Yes.
god, I love it so much.
Yes. The surprising thing about it was my sister doesn't read a lot. She
Yes.
just got into reading, and we just give her like basic books to read so that she gets to know the appeal
Yeah.
of books. And then I was reading Wonder. Once I finished it, it was just lying around in the house, and then my sister picked it up. But then we had to return it to the library because there's a time period.
Yes.
And she's like, I have to read that book. I have to read that book. And I'm like, you have to read that book.
That's true.
Yeah.
Such a good book.
Yeah, I think these are some of my latest reads, and yeah, I really love them.
Thank you for your recommendations.
Thank you so much for joining us on Between the Pages. I had a really great time.
It was a
talking to you.
pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I hope you guys liked today's discussion. Until next time, it's me, Anna Lilani, closing the BTP book for this week.
la 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 la